Hello friends! Welcome back to our channel. In today's episode, we are going to share with you how to grow lily from the scratch. So, for that, we are going to cover 3 points in this episode. First one is how to prepare the soil, or how to make the soil mixture. Second is how to plant it. And the third one will be the maintenance part. So let us get started with the first step, which is about how to prepare the soil for planting lily. For that, you need 3 things. The first thing is sand. Sand will provide good aeration to your soil. Second thing is the compost or the manure. This will be the food for your plant. And the last one is peat. Peat will hold the moisture for a longer period of time. So now let us see how to mix these things together. So for making the soil mixture, you need a container like this. And in this, take all these 3 things in equal proportion. That means if you have 2 kilograms of sand, then you have to take 2 kilograms of compost and 2 kilograms of peat and mix them well by digging them with a shovel. If you have a large quantity of lily, or you want to plant a row of lilies, then you can take the sand, compost, and peat in a wheelbarrow and mix them over there. Now let us come to the second step, which is about the actual planting. For that, you will require some more things. Like you will require the lily bulbs. Without the bulbs, you cannot grow lilies. So choose a healthy looking bulb for planting. You also need a garden fork or a dibble. We will use this for making holes. And the last thing you will require is a watering can. So let us start planting. For that, first thing is that you have to make a hole at around 4 inch deep. Make sure that the spacing between each plant should be at least 6 to 7 inches apart. After making the holes, add a little bit of water into the holes. Then place the lily bulbs into the holes like this. After placing the bulbs, fill the remaining space with the soil mixture which we made earlier. After that, again, just make a little bit of mulching over here using the same soil mixture. Or you can also use any kind of mulch like straw or wood chips. Mulching will help to retain the moisture for a longer period of time. And also, it helps in weed suppression. After that, your planting is done. Now, let me show you how the whole process looks like. So first, you have to make the soil mixture. Then make the holes at 4 inch deep with a spacing of 6 to 7 inches apart. Add little water into the holes. Then place the bulbs like this and place the bulb at 4 inch deep. Then, fill it with the soil mixture. Again, you can make a little bit of mulching over here. And after that, your planting is done. So now, let us move to the most important part, which is the maintenance part. For that, you have to consider 3 points. The first thing is watering. Second thing is fertilizing. And the third one is about pest and disease control. So first, we'll talk about the watering. For proper growth of the plant, you have to keep the soil moist. That means you have to water this plant regularly. For that, you can water it at around once in a week, but you have to check the soil moisture regularly, because sometimes it may happen that your soil will dry faster and sometimes it will take more time to dry up. So, check the soil moisture regularly and accordingly, try to water it. Also, you have to avoid water stagnation. Water stagnation may result in root rot. Second thing is fertilizing. For fertilizing, you can use any kind of fertilizer which is rich in phosphorus. Phosphorus promotes better flowering. You can use compost tea or worm compost or even NPK. For that, you can follow the instructions which are written on the fertilizer packet. Generally, it is recommended to apply the fertilizer at once in a month. The third thing is about pest and disease control. Lily is itself a pest and disease-resistant plant, but sometimes it may attract some pests and diseases. Out of those pests, the most common pest which attacks lily is the lily leaf beetle. These beetles can be easily identified by their color. They are black in color with red spots over them. To control this pest, you can spray neem oil or you can even pick them manually. Apart from this pest, sometimes it may also happen that the leaves of the plant turn yellow or brown and start wilting. This happens due to a fungal disease known as botrytis blight. To avoid this disease, try to avoid overhead watering and water it at the root zone only. And if you want to treat this, you can spray fungicide like Bleetox or any other fungicide. Apart from these things, there are some more things which you have to keep in mind while growing lilies. First thing is lilies do not like soggy soil, so make sure that you have provided proper drainage to your containers or to your garden. Second thing is, if you are growing it in a container, then make sure that the container is at least 12-inch deep. Growing it in a container which is less than 12-inch deep is not recommended because lilies have a tendency to grow deeper roots. Third thing is that if you are growing different varieties of lilies, then make sure that you provide support to the plant. Different varieties of lilies have different colors, shapes, and sizes of flowers. And if they are growing too much tall, or if they are growing in an area where the wind blows too much, then you have to provide support to the plant. For that, you can use stakes or you can use some bamboo poles. You can tie the plant to that stake or bamboo pole with the help of a soft material like jute or cloth. This will help the plant to grow straight, and it will also help the plant to withstand the wind. And the last thing is, if you are growing lilies in your garden, then you have to keep a check on its invasive nature. Lily has a tendency to spread rapidly, and if you don't keep a check on it, then it can become invasive in your garden. So these were the things which you have to keep in mind while growing lilies. We hope this episode will help you to know about lilies and how to grow them. If you liked this episode, then please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any queries or questions related to this topic, then please do not forget to write them down in the comment section below. Thank you!